What is up? We're live. We are live. Your crew is in the house. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday night? How you doing, guys?
Good.
Very well.
Good.
Yeah. Nice and cold.
Rum o'clock.
Nice and cold. You all got your drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Oh, shit. And don't have your phone on the thing.
I got my water, so.
Your
Cheers
water.
to your water.
Stuff, Brad.
Yeah, I'm out of control, so. I reckon if I had any beer today, I'd probably fall over. Like, spent most of the day out in the shed, so I'm a bit wrecked.
Correct.
Gatorade to be right.
Vodka and Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dehydrated.
Gatorade.
Is it really Gatorade? Is it really Gatorade? Plain vodka. Plain vodka. So, did you guys all go out today, find some thrift stores, or?
No.
All closed. So,
No
like,
one.
area. Nothing.
No.
We're still a bit restricted here, I think. We haven't opened up like a lot of you guys have. We're still sort of in lockdown, so.
We open Monday, salvos anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're going to show everyone all our states and what is the best thrift stores to go to on Monday with it all opening again. I'll say good day to everyone in the chat. I'm not going to brag that I went thrifting today and got a good haul.
I'd be keen to hear about it, to be honest. So.
Yeah.
I got some good stuff. I did try and stitch Flipper up, and I said I can't talk to you at the moment. I'm going in the back because the lady's got some box of clamshell VHS, and then I didn't talk to him for a couple of hours. So, so I just let him think that I was actually looking for some videos, but I wasn't.
That one's turned into a battle royale. That
it is. It's a battle now. He's fucking.
It's never going to end. It's never going to end, is it?
You checkmated me. It pisses me off that you checkmated me. It really does. Tracy was first in. Hey, Tracy. She's gone ahead. I don't know if she's still here. Jazz is in the chat. Too cold for chat. Jazz tonight. Same as Kelly. Too cold. Who else we got? Michaela in the house. What is up?
Michaela.
Yeah, Michaela.
It's Mikhail.
Mikhail. I can't read. Mikhail. Sorry, man.
That's my wife.
he's not
Yes,
going to go after that.
Go on, fucking pronounce this one then. I can never pronounce this one.
My empty home Melbourne.
Which
There
is
you go.
Donna.
There you go.
My name's Donna.
But you gotta try and read. You gotta try and read the names. I can't read them all. Fucking, I'm the worst when I try and pronounce all the state names and all the country names and all that. Wait till I start pronouncing some of these state names when we read them out.
That'll be pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
We got pre-love, pre-love. Okay. Kelly is watching from where it's warm inside. I'm sitting outside. David Evans in the house and hook on. We've got 15 in the chat. More jump in. So you're all excited about Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I can't wait to get out again. Like, yeah, Jazz and Cara went to Savers on Friday, and I was like sitting at home. I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to Savers. But they didn't get a lot, so I didn't feel too bad when they come home. Cara got some stuff.
I got some cute stuff, but it was so bare still. Like every single time pretty much we've been there since, I don't know, we've decided that it's sort of safe to go. There hasn't been a lot there, and I'm hoping that Salvos will be better. I don't think we're going to go Monday. Jazz and I might venture out on Thursday, Friday maybe.
Monday will be the. I'll tell you what. The good Sammys that I went to today. I know you don't have good Sammys all in your states, but Craig, you'll know good Sammys, and of course, Cara, you'll know good Sammys as well. You've been over in Perth, but. They opened yesterday, and I rang them from work yesterday, and I said, "Oh, when do you guys open?" And this was a half an hour drive away, and they opened yesterday. I went there today, and I'm telling you now, and the salvos will be the same. They did not throw stuff away. They took donations. They took donations because it was chockers. Clothes were packed. The clothes were packed. There wasn't many games, so I reckon someone went and smashed the games yesterday. but I got footy card folders. There was DVDs galore. There was so many CDs and clothes and shoes and footy boots. It was a smorgasbord. So, and imagine what we did there yesterday when it opened. So get there on Monday when it opens.
You're doing something to me here, Robert. I don't know.
I'm feeling a bit sick, so maybe I can take a day off on Monday.
I've had too many sickies, so I can't do any more sickies. But definitely go on Monday if you can. I don't know how close all these ones are to you. I'll just see who else has jumped in. We've got a few others jump in. I said Hassan before. Gary's jumped in. Brady Bunch has called us. That would be good doing the Brady Bunch thing. Anyone else? Not Wilson.
Upton.
Oh,
Keep checking. All right. So if I get up, what state shall we go first? We should go Tasmania, I reckon. So I'm just going to bring this over us because there's only two.
There's only two salvos in Tasmania. Wow.
So if there's anyone watching in Tasmania, I've got to pronounce this. Newtown, I can pronounce that one. Invermay. All right. So if you're in Tasmania, you only got two. You only got two, which sucks. But too bad.
Rob mispronounces a name.
Drink every time I mispronounce a name. Here we go.
I've been to some of those.
Northern Territory, you been to these?
Yeah, my sister lives in Darwin, so I've been. We did a thrift up there, and I think we went to the Casuarina one, and I'm presuming we went to Winnelly as well because we hit pretty much anything we could find. Definitely didn't get to Catherine because that's about 3 hours drive down. But yeah, they're both okay from memory. It's very different up there. So.
They've got some all right ones there. 3 there. So Northern Territory, good on you. You can go for a. Don't know how much would have got donated there as well, but
might get my sister go out and thrift for me. No.
You can't do that. We'll start off with all of our states. We'll chuck up Queensland there. So, Craig, you've got Cannon Park, Moray Field, Kalanjunga, Red Hill, Cleveland, Brown Plains, Bell End, Burleigh Head. Yeah, Bell End.
I don't think
Mirrawamba. So,
how do you like the Bellend, Craig? Is that a good one to go to? Is Bellend good?
Mirrawamba.
Does Bellend suck?
What did you get Bellend from?
Bellend is the third last one.
Beanley.
Bellend.
I just thought that was where Craig was from.
Well, there are a lot of bell ends in that suburb. It's like the ghetto. It is literally the ghetto of like this area. So yeah, it's a good for thrifting. Good for thrifting. Those areas you find so many cool things. So
that's where we found Street Shack.
Yeah, that's where we found street trucks. So fun. Yeah. Most of those are good. Like there's a fair spread. The shitty thing is, right, is so you see where that Cleveland, so Cleveland is like west, then you've got north, east, north, and south. There's nothing in central. So the middle areas of Brisbane, which is where most of the thrifters live, who are us, like Acacia Ridge or Underwood and that, they're all still closed. So for us, we have to drive 45 minutes one way and then 45 plus another 45 one way. And then so it's like there's nothing in the middle of Brisbane, but it's good for the ones in the Logan area. And most of those thrifts are pretty good. I think the best one out of those is probably Brown's Plains, or as we call it, Brown Stains. Beanley. And Red Hill's the one that you see. God, I'm blanking on his name.
Who?
The reseller who lives in our area.
Reseller Down Under?
Reseller Down Under, yeah. He goes to that one a lot. So when you see his thrift videos, he's in that one a lot. And that's where we find like old video games, consoles, and everything like that. So out of those, like Red Hill is probably the best. None of them have VHS though.
Oh, fuck them. There should be
Good.
fucking no VHS. That's just not right.
There's another. Is it here? There's another Queenslander in a chat line as well.
Here in the house, and Michael. So where are you closest to out of all of that? Let me get Queensland back up. Whereabouts are you? Are you just above Morayfield or?
No, we're near Brown Staines.
We're in
Oh,
between.
you are near Brown Staines.
Yeah, so we're like Southside Brisbane. So Morayfield is pretty close to the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
So that's like Drew's closest one.
Ah. So you've got to take a gamble. You've got to go either up or down. So what do you choose? Go up or down?
Down.
We go to the poor area, so we go down.
The poor area.
Yeah, like in all honesty, we go to the rich areas of like thrifting in Brisbane. You don't find much. Then again, we don't look for designer stuff. What we look for is like a lot of retro, and like you find like the poorer areas. Those people hoard that stuff, and then it's just like, what should we do with this? Nah, dump it at the salvos, and then
Do it again.
What? Do what?
Do the impression again.
Do the impression again.
Hey, love, what should we do with this? Jump it at the salvos, ain't got time. You know, beer, wench.
I love it.
No.
Dave Thrift Raider is in the house. All right, let's go to New South Wales. I did. I can't even find it on here. All right, New South Wales. If you can't read that, Drew, I sent to our little chat page on Facebook Messenger the picture, so you can.
We can read that.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can read that. So you've got. Oh, do I have to pronounce it again? All right. So we've got Newcastle. We've got West Gosford. We got Greenpoint. We got Brookvale. We got Minchinbury, Seven Hills, Croydon, St Peters, Moorebank, Wimbledon, Wollongong, Willia, whatever that fuck it is, and Laura. That will do. All right. So are you up there, Newcastle?
No. We're sort of in that middle cluster. That's sort of, I guess, the greater Sydney area.
Yeah, so like the Croydon, between like Croydon and
pretty Moorebank,
yeah.
closer to Moorebank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Newcastle, West Gosford, they're probably 2 or 3 hours north. We've been to West Gosford in one of our videos, but it was pretty trash.
Yeah, Narra's about 2 hours away.
Yeah, so Wollongong and Marilla been to in a few of our videos. That's where I sort of grew up. Marilla's sort of our bell end, I guess you could call it.
I don't want to hear about your bell end, mate. It's got spots on it.
Marilla's a massive, massive store, and we use a lot of our 50% off coupons there because there's usually like designer acts and no one really, I guess, can afford what they're paying. So we usually clean out the designer acts with our half price.
Hell yeah.
Coupons.
Hell yeah. So you're going to choose, are you going to go up or down on the map?
I'll probably do that cluster in the middle.
Yeah.
Everything else is like an hour plus drive.
Or are you just going to stay in the middle?
Yeah, because there would be like in that middle cluster, there's like 20 to 30 to choose from.
No, they're the only stores that are open. So
those are the only ones that are open.
Like they're all probably.
Yeah, that's all that's open on Monday.
They're probably like most of them 20 minutes away from one another. Like, so it'll take a whole day to hit up all those. So just to hit up those on Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And can you do one ride along without it raining?
I could probably manage that on Monday. Look at the forecast.
But,
one ride along.
Well, with Sydney, it could be beautiful and sunny in the morning, then it just rains for the rest of the day.
It's the new Melbourne.
Yeah,
it's the new Melbourne. Oh, fucking 4 seasons in one day.
I know. Yeah, literally.
Monday, sunshine 18. We got sunshine.
So you're off on Monday?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Oh, shit. Oh, no. What's Drew going to come home with?
Well, I trust him. He comes home with some good stuff. He just won't look at the women's stuff, and that's what I always hate because he won't look at women. I'm like, think of all the things you missed out on.
We can do a live, and I'll just show you all the shit I bought.
Okay. Okay.
Surprise, like a unboxing too.
Yeah, thrift unboxing.
Unboxing stuff.
It really was over. I reckon you're going to get heaps of shit, especially if you go Monday morning. Make sure you get there for 9 o'clock because they locked the doors as well today. They're only letting 14, 15 people in there at once. So they locked the doors because there was too many. And I was in there for an hour and a half in the one store. So just keep that in mind that they are locking the doors on people. So get there when it opens. And I reckon you'll get a fucking shitload because, man. So choose wisely your first one. Choose your first one wisely. And it was so overwhelming. You guys are just going to have a ball because like that salvage yard, which wasn't an op shop, it was a salvage yard. That was awesome, but this was good. This was way better. This was more fun.
I think that first one's going to be hard too to like restrain yourself from just buying everything you see. Like, gonna like get the juices flowing and probably make some poor decisions. So hopefully,
oh mate, I wasn't even looking anything up. I didn't give a shit. I was just going fuck yeah, fuck
yeah. While you're like ripping through them.
It was
reselling.
It was worth just throwing everything in the basket. And then there was some stuff in the end when I went to the counter and went, oh, fuck, I forgot to look that up. I was like, fuck it, put it through. And then there was a few things that I realized when I was having a look through my video going, shit, I left that on the shelf again. I do it every fucking time. I do it every time. And fucking then Craig sees it and Craig fucking has it got me. And it was fucking gaming stuff too. All right, so gaming books. What else we got? Who we got? Let's chuck in this state. Let's fucking. You're not going to be able to read these little ones, so I'll read these out for you. But Brad, I sent it to you so you can on the chat, so you can zoom in. I didn't send it to you, Cara. Sorry. So we got Barry. While you're there, while you're there, mate. Mundo Paro, fucking Salisbury, Getty Cross, Adelaide, Anaya. I don't know. You'll fucking Brad's gonna read it in a minute anyway. Kidman Park, Kings Park. Hey, we did Kings Park. Nagulia.
Nalunga.
Fucking hell. That's why I fucking didn't stay in school, did I? And Dingo Beach. A Dingo Beach. I fucking you've got a Dingo Beach.
It's called Dingo.
They've got a Dingo Beach. That's awesome. A dingo stole my thrift goods. Murray Bridge and Mount Gambier. Whereabouts are you guys in all that? You're near Kidman Park?
No, that's kind of across the other side of town. The probably closest ones to both me and Cara is Salisbury and Jeps Cross, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's if everyone can't read it, under Wellia, Brad would be located not the first little red line, the second red line, around that.
But it's pretty poor location how they've dropped it because it's all kind of like
it's
bottom
not right there.
But
yeah,
it's good summer opening.
So are you just going to go up or down? Because that Berry one looks pretty far. That would be a couple hour drive away, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's really yeah, that's like 2.5 hours.
We're going to go to Jeps Cross, Manapara, what's it, Salisbury?
Yeah.
And then otherwise it's like a bit further away, all the other ones.
I'd choose Dingo Beach first.
Dingo Beach.
2 hours.
Yeah, that's 2 hours, yeah.
I'd definitely choose Dingo Beach first.
Dingo Beach. No one lives there.
It's nice down there though.
There's probably not much there, I'd say. It'd be pretty small, surely.
Yeah, it's country. It's like remote.
It's like a transit town because everyone goes down to the end of the, I don't even know what you call it, the Bight, I suppose, and gets on a ferry to go to Kangaroo Island, but there's nothing sort of in between.
So you're going to go up or down?
Oh, it's kind of more like around in a circle, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
you're going to fucking, it's the Adelaide way doing donuts. Hey, boss.
Yeah. I think Salisbury is probably the close, like a bit in between me and Cara, kind of.
I like Salisbury. It's all right.
Yeah. The Jeff's Cross one's pretty good.
That's our bell end.
That's your bell end? That's your...
Close to it. Jeff's Cross is good, though. Jeff's Cross is a good one.
Jeff's Cross. I like Jeff's Cross.
Jeff Cross.
The Kidman Park's a good. That's one of the big ones.
That's expensive. Park.
Expensive. Yeah.
Kidman Park. So you two are both going on Monday, yeah?
I'm not because I had to work. But,
you take your laptop with you. Your boss won't know that you're on the road at thrift stores, freaking doing stuff.
I don't know about that. Don't
If
think
you're sick, you're sick.
Just bring it in the back of you where you, yeah, you'll be fine.
I think I'm on a buy ban at the moment, so we'll have to
give Jazz the card. Jazz can go. Cara can go.
We're definitely going to go. I don't know if I'm going Monday, but I'll definitely go later in the week.
Yeah.
I got to say, you got to go Monday. I'm telling you now. If I went today and it was the second day of opening and there's that much stuff still, I know Salvo's is more expensive than Good Sammy's, but shit, I'm spewing. I can't go till Saturday for.
Might have to
late. Manapara. Well, Jazz can go out. Why doesn't she go out?
Well, she might. I don't know.
She will. She will go out. She will go out. All right, Victoria. Oh, look at all
these. We don't need to worry about that.
Read that with his little eyes because he can't read that. He can't read the fine print of clamshells. So I did a little zoom in for you, mate.
Zoom. Fuck, you're good, mate.
For you. So we got Wadgana. Fuck it, whatever that is. Fucking Wangarakata. Fucking Whipcourt.
Wodonga and Wangaratta.
Whipcourt. That's where you are going to move to when you're not allowed to get footy jerseys anymore. Epping, Odsonia. Isn't that ham or something? Don't they do ham? Don't they do Plony and ham and shit? Watsonia?
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you.
It's a ham brand. I'll show you that. Faulkner, Sunbury, Deer Park. See, but there's that many there. St Kilda. Fucking, I'm not going to read all those ones out there. You got that many. North Geelong. You're near Geelong, aren't you?
I'm about an hour. I'm closer to. Can you read the one on the far left? Read that one for me.
Wirrawalk Terrace or Sebastopol.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
What is that?
Sebastopol. So basically, that's where I am. That's in Ballarat. I built my first house 10 years ago in Sebastopol, and it's about a 5-minute walk from that Salvos, which is the biggest Salvos we got in Ballarat. But it's very. What's that, mate?
How far is Hoppers Crossing from you? Is that close to?
Kinda. That's Melbourne, so that's probably an hour, maybe 50 minutes from me. It'd be probably right on an hour, Hoppers Crossing. So none of them are close to me other than Sebastopol. We call it Sebastian here. So that'll take me, I don't know, a 5-minute drive to get there.
Nice. Fuck, so what way are you going to go? You're going to go to fucking... I'd go to Whipcourt first. I reckon Whipcourt, just the name looks fucking good enough to go to.
I honestly have no fucking idea where that is. That's not near us. That's that far away from Sunbury. So Sunbury's... That map's kind of weird. Like Sunbury's probably closer than Hoppers Crossing, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I think Sunbury's closer to me. And we're definitely not that far over that side of Victoria, so I don't know what's going on with that map. But we've only got Sebastopol. There is another Salvos in Ballarat, which is Wendouree. I don't know if they're opening as well. I suppose they're not if it's not on the map.
No, not on there. You're not fucking going.
But that's a bit smaller. That's a bit small, that one. But the Sebastopol one's definitely the biggest one we got, but it's the most overpriced fucking place in this town. So
good,
that's the only
good. Hope you find a clamshell for $20.
Yeah, well, they do. No, they do. They're all VHS there. They have a big rack of it. There's fucking heaps. I'll get a photo for you. It's $5 for $1. So you're going to love that.
God damn it.
Straight to that shelf, mate. Straight to that shelf Monday at fucking, I think it opens at 10. So I'll be there sitting around.
I feel a stitch up coming again.
I'll video it. You'll see it coming. You'll see me getting it out of the op shop when I get it.
I feel a stitch up, but that's all right. I'll do my
next time is probably Geelong to me because I'm over the far side of Ballarat, Geelong side. So North Geelong, that'd be an hour, maybe 50 minutes if I drove quick enough from my joint. I got a speed time last week, so I'm not going to do that.
You get everything, man. Fucking look, you got the most bloody thrift stores opening. You get the most footy games at home in Melbourne. You get the most teams in the competition, but you're the smallest.
See, none of that's near me. That's all like Deer Parks, this side of Melbourne, Abbotsford, St Kilda. Like that's all in pretty much in the city. Doncaster's the other side. Like you're looking at Cranbourne and stuff. That's 2.5 hours from me.
You're almost a crow. You're right on the line there.
Nah, that's wrong. We're 6 hours from Adelaide driving.
Yeah. 6 hours from Adelaide. I'm going to take a trip over.
That map's not right. I don't know. I reckon.
They might have got the map donated. They might have got the map donated, I reckon.
The Bass Pool looks like the middle of nowhere.
We're a country town. We're a fairly big city. I don't know what our population is, but it's expanded immensely in the last 15 years. It's not quite your Melbourne, but it's like a suburb of Melbourne, basically. It will be. Give it another probably 10 years, I reckon we will be nearly a suburb of Melbourne. It's fucking growing that much.
You got a fair few, so you're going to have a ball on Monday. So good luck getting your challenge item.
It's happening. It's happening, I'm telling you. I can smell it.
Fucking
smell victory.
It was a horror, though. It was a fucking
horror. Look, I haven't seen the movie. Go and buy that footage. I'm going to say, yeah, I agreed. But I'd have to watch it. Ask Maddie. Maddie's a big horror fan. You'll know.
Maddie's look, it said fucking action on there. And they got it right. It was action, but there were zombies running around with guns and shit. And I watched it. It was horrible. But if IMDb says it's a horror, it's a fucking horror.
Yeah, some of those scenes were pretty sweet, like fucking B-grade 80s.
Oh, it was horrible. It was one of the worst things I've ever fucking sat down to watch. I only sat down for 90 minutes just to prove a point to say it was a horror, and then you fucking ring up the bloody Delphi shop or not.
Oh, fuck. And I'm so glad you watched the whole thing too.
So what I was going to do on Worldwide Reselling tomorrow night after he did his full beer skull and shooter, I was actually going to say, so the bet's still on because it was a salvage yard. But the prick got onto me before I fucking did it. So I was going to try and stitch him up. So it didn't work. You were fucking one step ahead. I would have got you.
I know what you like. I know what you like.
I would have got you, Brad. I would have got you with that.
Nah, I don't reckon. I would have found out.
When you messaged me and said, what was the place called again? That's when I went, oh, fuck. Don't worry about it, eh?
Yeah, I'm surprised you told me, actually.
You found it anyway. So let's go to the best state in Australia. The best state in Australia.
I think you got that wrong. You must have clicked the wrong state, mate.
Oh, wrong one?
Yeah,
right.
not that one.
I won't pronounce any of these wrong. We've got Joondalup up at the top, Ellenbrook, Greenwood, Midland. Fucking rich yuppies up there. Fucking pricks. You don't go to those stores. Osborne Park, Maylands. Fucking all those ones are fucking well overpriced. Cannington is awesome. That one is wicked. Fremantle one's good. Cannington, you've been to the Cannington one, haven't you, Cara?
I go there all the time when I'm there.
That is wicked, that one. Fremantle one's all right. They've got the best footy team in the AFL and a pretty good thrift store. Gosnells, Bibra Lake, those two are okay.
I like Gosnells.
Port Kennedy is the one that was actually next door to the one that I went to today, which is half an hour, 20 minutes away from me. Mandurah is where I grew up. Mandurah. They're about 45 minutes away from me. And then you got Bunbury, which, fuck that. That's about an hour and a half drive away from me. So fuck going there. But I'm 25 minutes away from Port Kennedy. So that's my closest. And then I'd probably go to Cannington. But I'm not going to get to go till the weekend. So I'll probably go to the Cannington one because I've already been to Port Kennedy this weekend. And I don't want to go to that thrift store again. The Good Sammy's seems as I just absolutely destroyed it today. And But like I said, guys, fucking people are having to stand outside because they've got the rule on their door saying 13, 14, 15, something like that, people in there at a time. So you have to stand at the door and they lock the door. So just be careful of that. Just be careful of that when you guys go. Anyone else come in the thing there? Oh, same people.
I just have one question. You said something about Fremantle and they're having the best footy team in the conference. I'm a bit confused about that.
Best in the West, anyway. Best in the West. Hey, Craig.
Well, that's probably not even true, is it? Really?
Hey, Craig. We got a good one. So, you're all going to go out on, well, not all of you is going out on Monday. Craig, you're going out, aren't you? You're not working?
Yeah, I wasn't, but like you've actually got me pretty hyped for it. Like as you're explaining it, with like they've been receiving goods and they're only allowed like 14 people at a time. My head's going, right, I'm there at 8:30. I'm standing at those doors. Yeah. I ain't leave until I got everything I want, and I've only got like 13 other people in that store competing with me. That's pretty tremendous. Like, yeah, so I'm keen now.
I was talking to the boys at work about it, and I was saying there's no way that, even though they said they're not going to take donations and all that, and I'd love to hear all your guys' view, go around in a circle, your guys' view on it, but there is no way that during all this, that those bins that were full and that were overflowing, I think all the overflow that was on the ground they'll get rid of, but everything that was in those big metal fucking donation bins, they are going to keep, and there's no way they're getting rid of it. Well, what's your opinions on it? Because I think no way. And I think today proved a point that they did keep it all.
Who said they were going to get rid of it anyway? Did you think that they were just going to chuck it out?
Because it said no donations, so they weren't accepting anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they weren't accepting donations.
Yeah, because I've seen the actual storefronts and like because people leave stuff out front, so they're not accepting anything through the storefronts. But I think people are still like collecting from the bins, so they must be taking one of their like sorting centers and things like that. So
yeah,
because I haven't seen, because you know every now and then you'll see the bins and there'll be like bags all around the ground and everything.
Yep.
I haven't really seen that, so I think people are still collecting it. And like people have been working from home and staying at home, so everyone's like spring cleaning and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's what I'm hoping.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah,
like they've obviously been cleaning them out, so they wouldn't be cleaning them out to throw them in the rubbish, because otherwise they would be overflowing. So I'd say all the ones that have gone in the donation bins have probably gone to the back of the thrift store, and they've probably been working through it, to be honest, because there's no one in store and there's only a couple of them in there. They've probably been fine. So
yeah,
I've seen the trucks driving around still. So if they're driving around, maybe they're going to the distribution center. Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. But definitely, Craig, get to your favourite one, because it was funny though, because they had a shitload of DVDs and shitload of fucking music CDs and all that, and the clothes were just so tight. I like to push my racks out and then go one by one. It was harder. It was harder today.
How annoying is that when they're too full that you can't even see any items, and you're like trying to like reach it apart, and you're like trying to push it, and the whole rack's about to fall over. You're like, what are you doing?
You do the look around and be like, did anyone just see that?
Another thing today as well, which you guys will froth on as well, lately, since we've been going since the summer until this all stopped and all that, I've hardly seen any like jumpers and all that. And the jumper rack was chockers, absolutely chockers.
Yeah.
Like
they do a changeover. They save winter stuff for winter sort of weather. One of my locals, they actually told me like exactly what time that they do a changeover every year of like their stuff. So
well, it looks like they've got the winter stuff out. I'm telling you now, and they've got so many jumpers there. And I was like, shit, these guys need to start teaching me brands of jumpers.
I might go get my pen out and go camp in front of one, I reckon, because you're getting it interesting.
But
I have a feeling that some of the independents, because they'll follow what the other larger chains are going to do, your independents will probably start opening soon. So like my favorite dollar store, where like all the clothes are $1, I'm definitely going to go past there on Monday to see if they're open, because I have a feeling that it might be.
it was just insane because I haven't seen that many jumpers before ever. Like, and I suppose back in last winter I wasn't looking at clothes, remember? But I was just like, holy shit. I was like, holy shit. And I thought of all you guys as well straight away. And there was so many brands I just didn't know. I wasn't looking everything up because my basket was overflowing. But straight away I just thought of all you guys thinking, yeah, that is going to be pickings for you guys, especially I thought of Drew with that that awesome jumper that you picked up that time that was too tight for you to wear. That you get some money out of. So
it's too tight for me, bro.
Got some good jumpers and all that. So one of you guys do need to do a video soon about winter wear.
I think Mel's doing one soon.
Yeah, Mel's got one. She's doing I'm pretty sure she's doing a video on winter wear. Like she's got one coming out this week. So I know winter sports. I don't know the standard brands. I think probably Cara or Sarah might have a better knowledge on that stuff.
There'll be more female brands on hers as well, so it'll be good insight of some of the blokes brands as well, because a lot of the sporting ones, of course, we all know the Nike and we all know the Billabongs and all that. If you find a nice big Billabong jacket and all that stuff, but Craig, you know fucking heaps about skiing. The skiing winter stuff, so that'd be
that's her area of knowledge.
Yeah.
I learned it, and because we worked in ski fields in Canada and stuff, and I worked for Oakley, so I know a bit. So, but Beck is like, oh, this is this brand in Europe, it's worth this much, and I'm like, what the bum fuck, really? I get surprised because honestly, I would not have picked it.
There's some crazy expensive jackets and stuff out there when you start looking at it.
I reckon I went past heaps today that were probably worth heaps, but I didn't want to look up every single one of them. And I did want to be fair to a lot of. I was in there an hour and a half for the people that were waiting out there. I went with the stuff that I know, and got my rocks off. But let other people go in there and go look what they're looking for. But these guys are going to have a ball on Monday. Going to have a fucking ball. Now I want to.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I want to go around. I'll start with you, Cara. First section you're going to?
I don't know. It depends on the store, I think. Probably shoes.
Woof.
Yeah.
Shoes.
All right, we got one shoes.
I think that's where I'd probably be as well. Shoes or jackets, probably. I got a pretty sort of set routine, and it's usually games and stuff first, but yeah, it's definitely higher profit in shoes and jackets. I'd probably be there, I reckon.
Especially boots at the moment. Boots are going to be a good one.
I'll have to give Cara the women's, and we'll take the men's, and we'll be right. There'll be no biffo.
No biffo, Cara shoving you out the way again.
Give me elbow, still on my Prada.
Best shoulder I've ever seen.
We keep to our sections when we're together.
Dirtiest elbow I've ever seen. Dirtiest elbow. Craig and Beck, what section are you going straight to? I know you're going to split up and you're going to cheat the system here. I know one's going somewhere and one's going somewhere else.
I'm going to a staff meeting, but yeah.
If we were together, Beck normally goes for, what do you go for first? Because I bolt. I'm running. I don't care. I've left it behind. I don't know where you go first.
I basically go to the first rack I see, to be honest.
And then work your way back. Yeah, I'm where's the media, where's the games, and where's the toys, and where's the VHS? I'll probably go looking for a horror VHS, and then I'll send it to Diary, and he can sneak it in a snap and then make a drink.
That's my boy.
Doesn't count. He's got to find it. He's got to get himself.
Brad's going to get a plant. He's going to call up someone at the thrift store, get him to plant one of his on the shelves, and then
don't fucking have ideas.
Brad's like, who do I know the best at those thrift stores?
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear your cheating's little scheme. I was the one doing the shifty fucking things, not fucking you. Don't get me again.
I think you deserve a stitch up after that, Rob. You deserve it.
I reckon. And the thing is, I've picked up that much in the last 2 weeks, but it was on Facebook. So I do have a lot of horror clamshells just sitting around a minute.
Yeah,
And
you,
good
went
ones
to
too.
Queensland. You went to Queensland and fucking you would never have found a Suns fucking polo if you didn't go to Queensland.
And have you told everyone what you found today? Have you mentioned what you found today?
I told Brad and Cara I fucking found a Gold Coast Suns fucking jersey in the thrift store today, and if I didn't say polo shirt, fucking he would never have. And if he didn't go to Queensland, I would have bloody won that one as well. So anyway, Drew and Sarah, where are you running to first?
I'm going on Monday. I'm not going to do women's stuff, so I'll probably hit up
Jeans.
Oh, fuck jeans, man. I'm a jacket man now. I'm going jackets and shoes.
Yeah.
Jackets and shoes. Fuck, everyone's after that.
I always toss between, like, depending on my mood, I either go jeans, jumpers, or shoes first. Like, it just depends how I'm feeling, really, and I'll go to those ones. I know sometimes, usually, if there's good shoes, you might find a couple of good clothes. So that usually gives me an indication. So, yeah, either those ones, but you can never go wrong with those ones.
I think Monday is probably going to be a personal thrift, to be honest. I'm running dry. I'm running low on winter wear for myself. So jackets and shoes.
I didn't see there wasn't many toys today. Actually, not many toys. There was only like plush and baby toys, mainly heaps of baby toys, but no cool figurines and all that. And there was no bed sheets either. But jackets, man, and there was heaps of shoes as well. Actually, I didn't get any shoes. There was heaps of shoes, and footy boots as well. So. Where are you running to, Flipper? Where are you going first?
Normally, I'd probably go shoes and jackets as well. But speaking a minute ago of throwing elbows, I'm elbowing all those grannies out of the way, and I'm going straight for the VHS clamshell.
If I finish work on Monday and I've got a video from you, I'm not going to be happy.
Mine always, and it's probably like everyone else, it depends on the actual store that I'm in. Kind of the layout of the joint. This one in particular that's opening up, as I said, is our biggest one. You walk in and you're basically going straight at the men's shoes and jackets. So I'm going to go to them first, I reckon. I'll look there first.
You look there first. Hopefully someone else fucking picks up the
If
horror.
I see anyone sniffing around the VHS, though, it's over in the back corner and it's pretty well hidden. It's behind the books, hidden. So if I see someone lurking, they get knocked out of the way and I'm going to fucking grab it. So.
I found
$5 for $1. So just remember that.
Fuck that. If I fucking finish work and I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be so upset. Fuck. Someone's saying, should I buy Little Mermaid VHS clamshell? Yeah, you're probably going to get $20 for it. Don't look at those $1,000 sales that are a load of crap from people that are bidding on them, because you never know if they actually paid for them or not. But you might get about $20 for that. I've actually kept a Mermaid one for myself that I keep on my desk. One of the greatest movies ever.
Bit of money laundering going on there. That's what that is. Bit of money laundering. That's what that.
Yeah.
I picked up today, actually. I don't know how to either list it or look it up. It's a fucking you'll see it on my ride along and show and tell when I do it, but it's this NBA jumper. Now, what do they call in America? They're sweaters or jumpers, but it's only got the zip that goes to this far on the front.
Quarter zip.
What is it?
Quarter zip.
Or a pullover as well, they call
Pullover,
jumper pullovers, don't they? Or a sweater or
Pullover.
They call random shit.
It's hard to search that one, but Drew, you'll froth over it too.
Like a starter jacket or something?
What's that?
Like a starter jacket they just wear when they do like shoot-arounds and warm-ups and stuff? Or
It's a little bit thicker. It's nice. It's a medium, but it feels like it's a extra large. I didn't try it on, but feels like. But his Detroit Pistons, I don't want to keep that shit.
Send him a photo. He might be able to help.
Yeah, I will actually. I'll send you a photo. You'll know. Fucking, but I want to get the money for that so I can buy something else with it. We got 40 in the chat. Everyone's fucking loving it.
Yeah.
There we go. Rob, stay away from Frio on Monday. I've claimed it, and I'll be picking up a new Pistol 2. So you can have it.
I'd probably take that wood from Sinister. I'd probably stay well away.
I take a risk on that one.
I heard what happened to that poor little bird when he came
It is true.
I'm staying right away from him.
If he finds a VHS horror clamshell, can you just film your hands getting it in the office? Send me the footage. I'll send that to Flip, and then I'll say that I was at the op shop after work.
So like when Russell Crowe shakes hands.
Going to some serious stitch-up levels here. It's getting...
Well, fucking Flipper said he was going to take one of his own and put it on the shelf and then say he freaking found it. So...
Might happen yet. Might happen.
Your attempt.
Don't do it. You'll feel bad. You'll have fucking nightmares every night.
I'm not sure he will. I'm not sure he will. I think he'll probably enjoy it, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll probably froth on that, I think.
You probably will. I was getting ready to choose our next item to fucking choose as well. Anyway, you shouldn't have even fucking won the last one. Cara found a fucking Suns jersey before you.
So salty.
He is, isn't he? Very
I was fucking licking my lips. I was telling the boys at work, I was saying how fucking I've won this and fucking because I went deep and went technical on him and fucking then I'm going to spring on him that fucking it's not even an op shop. Sucker using a goal and a free shot and then you're fucking checkmate.
I'm glad you filmed yourself watching that last night because I was thinking and I'd really love to be sitting there next to you, just watching you fucking crumble while you watch that video. I'll give it a bit of a build up at the start, and you know it would have been nice to see a grown man cry. I reckon it was a tear shed because you were pretty up and about that fucking movie, weren't you?
I tell you what, I was confident the whole way through. I was loving it. I'm like, oh, he's put flashbacks. This is great. Oh, this is fucking funny. Stupid prick. I fucking got him, fucker. And then you ring them, and I was like, fuck.
I thought he'd stitched himself up for the start because she's like, yeah, it's like an op shop, and I was like, oh, he stitched himself up. But then he goes, but is it an op shop? He put it in there.
Yeah, you got me on that.
It's like the thing all over again.
Oh, the Star Wars fucking service.
Look, at least I didn't paste it then.
Did you guys get flashbacks from that?
Yeah.
We might need to get PDB involved to adjudicate.
Oh.
You don't know after this. After we find this horror clamshell, you all might get put into this fucking mix of a full beer skull and shot. So don't laugh too much because we might have you into this little bets. At least I fucking found nudie jeans after 2 days of the bet, so fucking whatever.
I still haven't found any in my reselling career. I've never seen them anywhere down. Never.
3 for me, 1 for Kelly on Kelly's first thrift.
I reckon in Melbourne, if you went to a lot of the actual inner city Melbourne ones, I reckon you'd pick them up there because
I reckon.
Trendy.
But you were looking
we get a lot of stuff like that. Where's that?
In the women's section as well. Do you look in the jeans in the women's?
I don't bother. I have a couple of times, and I've just had awkward experiences in there, so I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah, people looking at you weird.
You've got the
I think it was Cara. I told a while ago. I thought I'm going to start doing this and just going through them, and I was doing it there one day, and one of the old ladies actually came over to me and she said, "Do you realise they are women's jeans?" I sort of said to her, I'm getting them for my wife or something like that. But no, like little awkward old me, I turned around and just said, oh, no, I prefer wearing women's jeans. And she just looked at me and walked off.
That's
right, did I?
That's the best hit back. And then I'm going to ask you questions after that.
There's fucking people everywhere. I was just like, you idiot. But anyway, never been back.
Who cares?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've mentioned before when I go around and do all the op shops, we have about 20. So I go around and just do them, and I try and smash through them pretty quick. So I just kind of look at the men's shit, the toys, the games, and then fuck off. So I probably should slow down and just do a few here and there, and I'd probably find better shit. But yeah, I don't.
No,
I'm always in a hurry.
It is
always in a hurry.
It's all what, Drew. Why don't you go through it? Drew.
Me?
Yeah, why don't you go?
If she's there, I'll go through it. It's like she's like a scapegoat. I'll be like, I'm looking for her.
Yeah.
But if it's by myself, then I've got no fallback, I guess.
No matter how many times that I tell them, like, it's fine. Like, who cares? Like,
Yeah, that's easy for a female to say, though.
Yeah. this is probably one of the rare circumstances where like it's reverse roles, where like if I guess a female was looking through the guy's clothes, they wouldn't get questioned.
Yeah.
Different. But that's fine.
No equality at the thrift. Apparently.
Yeah, I was in Vinny's a while back, and I just seen like this old dude. Now, mind you, he was a creepy looking motherfucker, but he's like browsing through the women's shoes, and I just looked at him and thought, "You seedy old fuck." And I was thinking, well, maybe like that could be me. Like I always glance when I go past. I glance. I'm just like, you know, you're looking for the big brands, but like this dude, he was having a feast, mate. He was like fucking big and strong. But like, I don't know. I just don't want to be looked like as that.
I can just imagine walking past the women's shoes. You're like,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's me.
You just gotta try the women's shoes on, mate. Get the heels out. Just, give them a bit of calf action.
Yeah. Go down.
I'll go through women's stuff if I'm not with Cara or Jazz. Like if I'm out and I see women's jeans, I'll have a look because I know there's good brands in there. But
yeah,
I don't label in, like I don't spend a lot of time in the women's section because I don't know well enough to do well in it. So.
No.
He's a lot better than he used to be, so he actually attempts to go through the women's
Jeans
place now,
are
which is
pretty
good.
easy. A lot of the ones that we go to, the men's and the women's sort of flow on from one another, so you can always just be like, "Oh fuck, I've gone too far."
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you guys find that the men's jeans sell better than the women's jeans?
I just think we've got better men's jeans than female jeans because I think girls tend to keep their jeans for a lot longer.
I would say as a guess, pretty close to 50-50.
Yeah.
I'd say men are less picky with their jeans, so it's probably easier to sell them. And women want very specific styles and very specific cuts, so it's probably harder to learn. Yeah.
What are you looking at me?
You know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I feel like
Looking at me, I'll wear clothes with holes in it.
And I offer to throw them out, and he tells me no.
No.
That's air conditioning.
Yeah. Need to hold the funnel the farts away.
They sell. I messaged Cara. I said, "Fuck, they got a hole in the crutch," and you told me exactly what to write, and they fucking sold a couple of days later. So, go to Cara if you got holes in your jeans. I'll tell you what to write. I'll tell you what to write in the fucking thing. Like, I don't know how you get these keywords, Cara, but
Is it some kinky like black web term? Something to get them to sell if they got a hole in them.
fetish. It's called a fetish hole.
a finish.
Oh.
I just made that up.
That's a very dark alley, that one. That's,
Glory hole sells well too.
Glory hole. Hey, talking about women's clothing items, I thought my day was going to start off really shit this morning because I brought a new pair of thongs the other day from Big W for $1.50. Just a fucking $1.50 pair of thongs. Alice has eaten that many pairs of my thongs, so if I leave them out, she'll eat them. Put them on, size 11, put them on. I said to Kelly, the back of my heel is going over the back of these thongs. These are fucking shit. She said, they're fucking women's thongs.
flowers that let you know that?
No, they're plain black, but they're bloody women's ones.
Sure.
So, but how can these 11s be different to our 11s? These not just 11.
No.
There you go. There you go.
Jazz says, "Do not write fetish hole on your title."
Don't type it into Google either.
You might.
I'm going to have to do that now. I'm going to have to do that. Fetish
Right, fetish hole one. Let's do it.
Hold on, let me Google it right now.
Put it up for auction.
No, I'm not going to show you guys.
Put it up for auction as well. See how many you get. See you fucking pricks.
Have to write used in it then.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, don't look up fetish hole on Google.
Definitely not.
Well,
I'm doing it too. It's like,
Hang on.
you got to go to images.
Oh, shit.
I'm tempted, but I'm not going.
Don't think. I think Drew's already had one of them on his channel a while back.
Not by choice, but
No.
I can get.
We need the best of. We need Craig's reaction. Just Craig's reaction on big screen.
I clipped that originally, so I've got it somewhere, and Craig's reaction is hilarious. It's the best reaction I've ever seen.
Best reaction I've ever seen.
Emotions in 8 seconds.
Jada, that's not your laptop you're using.
Nope. I wouldn't have that sort of smart on my own laptop, would I?
Craig went to look it up, and I was like, okay,
Incognito.
Choice.
So we're nearly an hour, guys. You guys had any creepy messages, weird messages from eBay buyers?
Just Cara sending us weird shit.
Are we getting weird shit?
Not lately, but I do get creepy, like fetish messages from people sometimes. I mean, it's not if you do a fetish, like that's cool, but like don't like bring it on someone else. You know, there's the guy who likes the zippers. He'll be like, oh, could you send me a picture of the zipper?
That is the weirdest thing. Like, I don't even understand that. Like, I don't get that. Like, what is
I
that?
really want that guy to message me. I really do.
One of them, Jada, you've had a guy message me about the zipper, haven't you?
The zipper.
The zipper man.
No, what do I have? Oh, maybe it was a zipper. I can't remember. I had a weird one when I was selling that shit out the dresses and shit out the storage unit. It might have been the zipper, dude. I can't remember now. I thought it was a shoe one. I reckon it was a shoe one. Can't remember, but yeah.
Show me your trolls.
Troll them. Yeah, I want to troll them.
Troll them. I trolled you once, Flipper.
You did?
I trolled you once. I knew Flipper had those fucking horror ones, so I typed in the horror one because I knew no one else had it on there, and I messaged him, "Would you do $10 and free shipping?" He had it at $300. All right, there's a question. Oh, that's not it. There's a question here for you guys. I can't answer this because I'm nowhere near being full time, but fuck, I would love to be, so I don't have to work for the man. There's a question for you. What is the time to push the button to go full time?
Who wants to go first?
Yeah, go.
My goal is to go full time soon. I was hoping to go full time by the middle of the year, but that wasn't going to happen because of COVID.
Everything.
Yeah, you know, my husband lost his job, and I was like the only person working. So I couldn't do that. I had to keep my own job, and eBay was obviously helping that as well. I think if you've got enough money behind you as well, don't just go full time if you don't have any savings, because unless you like really, really don't have any other choice, you need to have, I don't know, even like 3 months of wages, I think, behind you, just in case. And then when you feel like that you're making enough money to cover your expenses and live comfortably as well.
That's damn good points, and having 3 months worth of money in the bank as well. I've never thought of that as well, so that's pretty good. What about you, Brad? Same idea there?
Yeah, I think you just, like, it's different for everyone. You got to know what you need to do that. You know, you might be able to afford to do it early on, you might not be able to, but I think having a good amount of stock is a good key, and like Clara said, having a good stock of money as well, because like we know, eBay's up and down and you can't predict all the time. So I think that everyone knows their own point, and some people don't want to go full time, so it just depends on your circumstances.
What about you guys, Craig and Beck?
Well, I was pretty much at the point now where like I could if I wanted to, and that was the goal, but we've pushed it back because we're buying a house. But essentially, like, my plan was like building up inventory to the point where you're getting consistent sales over X period of time, whether you can like track that empirically and predict based off like the last X amount of months, I can maintain this momentum going forward, and like make sure you're tracking your expenses, and as well like counting, like you've got to do your own superannuation, your taxes, like counting for all that in that as well, because you're a sole trader, you need to put those things aside for yourself. So you've got to have, and like having a good buffer as well. Like if you've got a business and you've only got a buffer of $1,000 and you make a stupid decision and you're like, oh my God, there's this $1,000 lot, I can make $10,000 off this, and it doesn't sell, then stuff. So to have, like, as Cara was saying, like having some savings or having a buffer in your business for you to allow you to make some mistakes along the way.
I think both as well, like your own money and then like a business buffer as well.
Yeah.
I never thought of the super thing. So that is a good point. And I never thought of the savings thing. So there's some good points there. And Brad, are you taking notes because you bulk buy like fucking?
I don't know what you're talking about, Rob.
I've seen footage of a van pulling up to your house, mate. I know.
Yeah. There might be a bigger van coming soon.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Is that a different one?
Hey?
Is that the one we've been talking about or a different one?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Very cheap.
Yeah, I know this one. I'm not going to say nothing because the video will be awesome. Just look forward to that, everyone. Drew and Sarah. Sarah's going to get another wine.
Yeah, I guess like you guys have said, like definitely have enough savings to fall back on in case everything goes belly up. I guess another thing to consider is like knowing what you're good at and what you're interested in selling. There's no point going full time if you're sort of still trying to dip your toes into different categories and really nail a category before you go head on. And yeah, I guess at the point where you can pay for your living expenses in terms of the income from eBay, pay for your living expenses from your, I guess, normal job, as well as enough money to reinvest in new stock. So obviously you can pay yourself, but if you're not getting enough money in to then buy more stock and continue that growth, then it's not going to work.
What about with just say if you were still working full time and Sarah went full time reselling, or vice versa?
Yeah, I think if your partner is in on it and working full time, then obviously you've got a bit more of a security blanket. You can make a bit more, I guess, calculated decisions. But yeah, if you have a partner that's helpful and willing to work full time and you're at home just taking photos and watching YouTube all day, then
that's damn YouTube.
Yeah, Drew's already part time at his day job anyway, and I'm full time. So so he's already got one extra day to help with that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, our goal was to pay off our debt, then we'll sort of reevaluate our future goals after that.
Yeah, I would say do it like a staged approach. Don't just jump into it for sure.
Yeah.
If you're single, you can reduce your hours from full time to part time, and then you haven't separated from your employer. So if it doesn't work out, you can potentially re-engage yourself in full time work. So
I think that was sort of our plan with Jazz. Like we dropped her a day, and then it sort of went belly up because the business was closing. But that was kind of the staged approach we were going to take, and we sort of got forced to sort of have her full time at the moment. But yeah, I think staged approach will work definitely better.
Yeah, that's sort of like me as well. Because of COVID, I went down to 4 days, and now I'm down to 3 days a week at my normal job. I'm getting JobKeeper, which is really nice. But it could get to the place where they'll be like, I have to stand you down to this many days a week because just because we're slowly, the virus is slowly going away, it doesn't mean that businesses are going to get better. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen. So maybe I'll be forced into it sooner rather than later.
What about you, Flipper? And you can't fucking sell footy jumpers for a living if there's no footy on while the corona's happening. So.
Oh, you can still find them. You can still find them.
Funny that they're still selling very well.
Yeah, they're still selling.
For me, it's not something in the picture personally just yet. If I was going to do it, there's probably not much more I can touch on because everyone's nailed that question. But I'd need a big kitty build up. I'd need a big bank account behind me. My wife's still working full time. Would be another thing as well, just for the security. But at the moment, I still treat this as a hobby. I still enjoy it. It's a side hustle for me. I work full time and I'm on a pretty good wage for what I do because I work night shifts. So I'm going to milk that for as long as I can and do this part time. But future goals for me, I'd like to just get a part-time job and do this, put more time into this, kind of be less stressful because, working 12-hour night shifts and then trying to do this as well and sort of pumping up with the listings and all that sort of shit does get pretty hectic. But it's not in my picture. But I mean, that's not saying in 2 years' time I might have a completely different approach. I might be flying with it. Things could be looking good, and I may completely change my opinion on that. I mean, it's the same now from when I started. I never thought I'd be where I'm at now with it. So, but for me, I'd have to have a lot of money in the bank behind me to set it up. And I'd almost want to be at the point where I could hire someone comfortably and pay them week to week and continue to work, continue to make money and all that sort of shit. That's sort of how I'd look at it. I'd want to be sitting very comfortable because I probably don't have the agates to go fucking nuts. And then, this shit's inconsistent. One day you might only sell a couple of things and not make bugger all money, and the next day you might be flying. It's just too inconsistent for me at the minute. Yeah.
I've been lucky that Kelly's been, or not lucky that she had to stop working and that, but lucky that she's been home to take all the photos and do all the drafts for me and all that type of stuff. So I've been lucky there. She doesn't like going thrifting, thank God. So I get to go look at the goods. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part.
Everyone's favorite.
That's my favorite part. But I worked out while I was at work yesterday, and I was like, going, if you go full time, how much would you have to actually make kind of roughly a day? And it'd have to be at least about $250 to $300 a day, wouldn't you?
Well, depends on inflation again as well. Yeah, it depends on how much you're making normally and to cover your expenses. But I'm like consistently, well, except for the last couple of days, I make about 300 a day now. I would hope that at full time, like I would at least be making 400-ish. You would hope a day. What do you think, Brad?
Again, depends on your expenses, but
you guys make more than 400 like a day sometimes. A lot.
Yeah, we're probably averaging around that 4 pretty consistently. A bit more at the moment because of COVID, but that's kind of irrelevant because it's a unique time. I think we had like an overall number we wanted to hit, so we wanted to be up around 160-ish thousand a year to make it worth our time for at least one of us, and then build it from there. But I don't know, it's different for everyone. It's hard to say. It depends what you're trying to replace. Like you might need 100,000 a year just to pay for your house. Like it just depends.
Yeah,
you don't want to be like doing the same wage as what you're doing in your full-time job either. That's the thing. You want to be, you're working for yourself. You want to be doing so much more than that because there's so much stress on your shoulders. And like I said, with the inconsistency, it's just
but I'd take the same fucking pay as what I'm getting now to fucking not work with those muppets.
Yeah, but if it was inconsistent,
oh great, here we go, fucking again.
If I knew I was going to get that wage, I'd do it. And I also like being, and well, most of you guys you'll be the same as me because most of you are collectors of different things. Like I love having that extra money to spend on shit that I don't need, but I love getting. And I know you guys are the same. Whereas from doing this, that gives me that ability because having a home loan and a family and all that sort of shit, it's harder to do that crap when you're on one wage. So I don't know, for the two wages, I'd need to be making way more money than my normal job and this to be able to do it, really. I just like spending money on shit.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle thing, isn't it? Like it's you want to sustain a comfortable and fun lifestyle. Like you don't want to be like living week to week and worrying about where your next dollar's coming from if you're full time. Like it'd be a hard.
I think from what I've heard, a lot of the full time resellers do have to live kind of week to week.
Yeah.
Not comfortably, and I don't want to be in that situation myself.
Be pretty stressful, especially with like a young lad flipper. Like that's another.
That's it.
And you wouldn't be able to get as many footy cards.
Yeah.
Wow, that wouldn't worry me.
You can't take risks on these footy cards. Did you make a fake account, Brad? Adelaide Crows are the best.
Nah, that's another guy down here. Sort of hangs around our channel a little bit. But he's obviously a good bloke, though. He knows what he's talking about.
But then, Matty. 2017 was a great season, Crows fans.
Can someone mod that bloke? I don't even know who that bloke is. Is that a troll? Is that your troll, Rob?
Could be the troll. All right, guys. We've done over an hour. I'll go through each of you around. What have you got coming up on your channels? Plug your channels and what do you got coming? And I also want to say as well, before we go and plug your channels, do as many thumbs up as you can, because if we get lots of thumbs up for this, I reckon the Toolbox crew should come back and we can do this kind of roundtable-ish, whatever we got to talk on a weekend night now and then on all of our channels. We switch it up and muck around and take turns. It doesn't have to be every week, but every fucking 3 weeks or something like that, and get the Toolbox crew on if everyone likes it. So if everyone likes it, jump in the chat and say yes, and we can take turns every, say, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Doesn't have to be every week, every 4 weeks, something like that. We can all have a bit of a round table. But what do you got coming up, Cara?
Tomorrow, I should have my ceramics video out that I filmed today. I haven't edited it yet, but it won't take me very long. So yeah, that's what I've got.
And brought plates and that, did you?
So it's about. I've actually still got some stuff here. So when I say ceramics, I'm like talking about this sort of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yep. Is that a teapot? No,
this is a biscuit barrel.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. I was meant to go. Hold that up again. Sorry. I didn't cut her off.
So just stuff like that, and just different types of like ceramics and things. So I'll just be talking about my collection and what I think people should be looking out for when they're thrifting and stuff. So, yeah.
Nice. And Brad, yourself, everyone's fucking doing thumbs up. They want us to do these kind of round tables every 4 weeks. What do you think? What do you reckon, guys? 4 weeks? Or something like that? 4 weeks?
We can manage.
Bit of something like that. What do you got, Brad, coming up?
Tuesday, we're going to do the jeans chat that everyone sort of was keen for after Tuesday night.
That was very good, the shoe one. That was really good.
Yeah, right. I think it went well. So we'll do the jeans one. I don't know as much about jeans as I do shoes, but not enough to hopefully help. Then I'm not sure what I'm going to do pre-recorded. I recorded myself getting the shed ready this week.
Well, that'll be good.
But I might wrap that up with a bit of a what sold this week as well, like a packaging video or something.
That'll be good. That'll be good to see some nice big sales as well. Just leave the jigsaw puzzles out.
I haven't sold any jigsaw puzzles. We're all out.
Oh, I'm all out too, so it's awesome. I'm not buying anymore. I saw some today. I was like, fuck off. I'm not fucking getting them. Not fucking getting them.
They were a Rona special, those ones.
They were a Rona special. Flipper, what do you got coming up? And don't say a fucking video about a clamshell. What do you got coming up?
It depends. It depends what you do to me this week, because that was a spare moment thing, that last one. I'm thinking maybe another box break. I've had a lot of people message me saying they're in. The only problem is I've got more than 18 people wanting in, so that's going to be kind of first in, best dressed. But I might do another one of them maybe Thursday. I'll just see what's happening. And I did promise a footy jumper thing, so I might just sort of touch base on a bit of that shit. But whether that's this week or next week, we'll see. I'll go back on a night shift this week, so I'm going to try and adjust.
Yeah.
I'm putting my name down for fucking a spot in your box break, and I'm pretty sure the boys down there want fucking, I don't know if you guys are in or not as well, but I want that fucking showstopper, so I'm in.
You've got to go again, don't you? I've got the crap cards so far, so you got to go.
Yeah, I got crap cards too, but doesn't matter. Freaking
Kelly, good box. They haven't been great so far.
Kelly asked me the other day, is it just this time of the year where these guys just do cards all the time? Because I've been watching a lot of NBA openings and stuff like that. And, yeah, it's just this time of the season.
And I think because this year we don't get to watch the footy, it's like an outlet to enjoy the footy and stuff like that. It's like the
a few of the boys at work, I've got them sucked into it now too. I'm getting so many messages on Instagram and stuff too about the footy cards. Like people right into it. And as the same, like they was saying, normally this time of year they'd be just like frothing on Supercoach and just going to town on their team and just playing with that all week. Now it's footy cards; they're all just mad for it. So,
actually, here's an idea for you, Flipper. Box, you can do like the one other box break guy does. He does box 1 for the first lot of people that brought in, and then box 2 for the next lot of people that brought in. So if you've got enough for just say 2 lots of 18, then there you go.
Yeah,
So,
good. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have that many, but there's
I'll buy into
there's also there's a lot of people have said they've said it, but whether or not they actually go through it, that's the next thing. So we'll see. I'll put something on Instagram this week, and we'll see if we get the numbers.
Sweet.
Kelly enjoys the NBA, NBL. No, not fucking Wildcats fucking cards. I'm not getting them. They're not worth anything. NBA boxing. So that means I've got permission to get a $250 box of NBA cards. So we'll get those boys.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Craig and Beck, what do you got coming up?
Well, with Monday, gonna go out on the collection quest again. So from my 20, I now have $250 to work with.
Nice.
So in like 3-4 weeks. So doing that. And also things that people send us, we'll do a video on that. Because we got something that Brad and Brad. God damn it, I can't do this. Those two have sent us that we want to show and as well and like show everyone like why these things are interesting and why they're cool. And hopefully we'll get a thrifting video together soon. So yeah.
And you need to explain to people what was the question that I asked you after your last video. What was the question? You need to explain to people.
You'll have to remind me.
There was a Sega game, a McDonald's Sega game.
Oh yeah. There's 2. One is Global Gladiators. It's like it's a McDonald's funded game, and then there's another one that's called Treasureland, which is like a $200 game, and it's like it's a platform. It's a Mario Bubsy style platformer with Ronald McDonald.
I need to play this.
It's pretty good. I've got it, and it's actually surprisingly good for a licensed game because there's a lot of them out there. You've got like Zool and Cool Spot and all those that were like, and the Noid, if you guys know who that is, he was Pizza Hut's mascot. He was on the NES. Like all the companies had like mascot games back in the 16 era. So there's probably about like 15 different like food and drink companies who like funded a game to have their product placed everywhere in it. Even Chubba Chub did it.
Fucking the lollipop.
Yeah.
There's a lollipop.
There's a game, it's a platformer, and it's the land of lollipops. There's just like Chubba Chup trees everywhere and everything. It's really weird.
That's a firm yes, Jasmine. That's a firm yes.
Oh, I want some.
They're getting Macca's. I think Kelly's ordering his pizza soon. And Drew and Sarah, what do you guys got coming up? And I know you're going out Monday, so you've got to have some rainy footage.
I think the Monday, I might do a live. You reckon that'd be cool? I'll just show you all the random shit I bought.
Yeah, so we might do like a live thrift unboxing on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
To prove that I went to the female section, I'll buy you an outfit.
Oh.
Hey.
I'll thrift you an entire women's outfit.
All right.
So you're going to do it live from the thrift store?
No. I'll buy it all. I'll come home, and then she'll be like, "What the fuck did you buy?" And I'm like, "All this shit." And then I'll just show her the stuff that I bought.
Heck yeah.
You got to do it Monday night, or else I'll be in work. I don't have the internet anymore at work. I've been a bad boy. I'm not,
Bad boy.
I've been a bad boy. I'm not allowed to watch that shit anymore. Judder dropped off. I think his internet fucked up. I didn't accidentally drop him
I
off
think
like
his
I did.
noodles already. I think
His noodles already. I didn't hear any beeps tonight.
Nah, you must have got it fixed.
It must have got beeps. I didn't hear any beeps tonight. So what was I going to put up? Wide World of Reselling's on my channel this week. So that's coming up. That's tomorrow night. So we're going to talk shit again, as usual. And we'll see if we got any dog shit stuff happening. And cheers, everyone, for jumping in tonight. Don't forget to subscribe, like, thumbs up, do whatever the fuck you want. And we'll be back tomorrow night. And I've got coming up as well, I'll do a ride along and show and tell. And actually, I've got a box delivered from Thrift Beast. So we're going to film other countries. So a whole heap of Canadian goodies in there.
Send me some toonies.
Haven't opened it yet, so we're looking forward to opening that. So we're going to open that on video. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's in there. And actually, there was another one I'm going to do as well. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've got some vinyl. I've got some vinyl stuff I wanted to show everyone. So some of my heavy metal vinyl records that are worth some money. So I wanted to show everyone. But the packing part, I might have to get. I might do it as a live because I might have to get Brad on because I'm still not good with packing up the vinyls. I don't know if any of you guys are, but we've only sold 2 vinyls so far, and not a fan of boxing those up. Boxing them up. But anyway, we'll try and do this all over again, guys. And like I said, we'll do it all over again, and we'll just have chats and do a bit of a roundhouse on whenever we're all available, and it'll be good. But subscribe to everyone on the panel, guys. Subscribe. They're all in the subscription link or whatever the fuck I write down the bottom. And check everyone's stuff out. And tomorrow night on this channel, Worldwide Reselling. Cheers, guys.
Peace.
Bye.